This presentation will cover extensively everything about street drama, from its making process to philosophy. Please enjoy the presentation. Let me first show you my works briefly. I will explain my works in 5 chapters. First, I will explain the making process of street drama. The first step is stage. The whole process of street drama begins with finding a right stage. I walk down the streets and discover a space with nice compositional beauty and balance, and that space becomes the stage. I emphasize this stage concept because what triggers and sustains this series is not the people, but the space. Therefore, the stage is the very foundation for this series. The second step is audition. Then I fix my camera on a tripod towards the stage and start shooting literally everyone passing through the stage for about an hour. People are simply walking by, but to my eyes, they are performing something, like acting and dancing. So they are like actors who have come to my audition in the stage that I designated. It is a democratically inclusive process because I take picture of literally everyone. The third step is cast. As you can see, among all the actors I have auditioned, I cast the ones who have the best presence in terms of posture, gesture, expression, and color. However, the more important factor for the cast is the compositional balance among the actors themselves and the stage. The audition was democratically inclusive, but the cast has to be artistically exclusive. This is the most difficult step in the whole process because whom to choose is very, very hard. It's just like life. You can experience a lot of things, but you cannot have all of them. You cannot become everyone. You have to become yourself by limiting your choices in a consistent manner. So I take this casting process very seriously, very conscious of myself that what kind of choices I'm making. But above all, this obviously is the most fun part of street drama. The last step is composing. I compose the selected actors together in one scene as if they all existed at the same time. Technically, it's compositing, not composing, but I like to say composing because I liken this to composing a music. In other words, I'm composing a scene just like directing an opera or a musical. The next chapter is form and concept. It is always the form that comes first, not the concept. It is the form that inspires, executes, and completes my work, not the concept. When I take pictures, I never have any concept in my mind. What I'm conscious of throughout the whole process is the form. Form is not just the shape and color, it's a comprehensive visuality and physicality, which has a flow of compositional consistency, order, and balance. Form is in the domain of intuition. Concept is in the domain of reason. Intuition and reason are equally important, but intuition comes first and reason comes later. That's why my work begins with the form, and after the work is finished, I start discovering the concept. So what kind of form am I interested in? As you can see, I'm interested in the relationship between a subject and the background, and their balance. This picture of a tree and the city is from the very first series of my photography career. And the next picture is from the second series, which is also based on the same formality, subject and background, but they are limited to the fallen leaves and the road surface. And the street drama, which is my third series, was also nothing more than an experiment to apply the same formality now to people and the street. Its form is simply an evolution from the first and second series. What I'm trying to show you is that these three series share the same DNA in terms of form. The third chapter is constant and variables. Street drama is a combination of constant and variables. Here the constant refers to the stage and the variables, the people passing through the stage. Street drama is a distillation of time in a fixed space. That is, the space is a constant and the time is variables. And these are the mathematical elaborations. Let's move on to the fourth chapter, Realism and Imagination. Street drama is a mixture of realism and imagination. First, let me talk about the realism part. Street drama is a composite image. How can it have a quality of realism if it is a computer manipulated? Yes, it still does have a quality of realism because locational integrity is maintained. Everyone in the picture is shot, cut, and pasted at the very location where he or she appears. In other words, I do not composite random people who are photographed from different places. I believe realism is a virtue of photography. If photography loses realism completely, then it may fall into the pictorial dead end, falling into the domain of painting. I believe we must take picture of something that can only be best represented in photography. If a photograph can be better depicted in painting, that photograph has failed. It should have been painted, not photographed. Let's talk about the imagination of street drama. In order for a picture to stimulate imagination, it's gotta have a story-evoking quality. When I composite each character in the scene, I try to make the final picture evoke a story. Let's take a look at some examples. The title of this picture is Rush of Women. I deliberately created a segregated world where women rush in energetically downstairs, but men fade away monotonously upstairs. The message I'm trying to deliver is that these days are the time of women. Women hold cultural, sentimental, and psychological hegemony in the society of these days. Those men who fail to catch up with such trend only fade away. This picture is called Korean Men. I found an old police station on the street and started shooting everyone passing through that place. Among all the people I have shot, I realized that the middle-aged men best fit the place. Korean middle-aged men are known for conservativeness and authoritativeness, which go along well with the feeling that the old police station evokes. This is Center of Yellow. I like the yellow tree that I found on the street, so as usual I was simply shooting everyone passing by the tree. Then I suddenly saw a little boy in yellow jacket approaching the tree. That's when I realized that boy should be the main character of this picture. In order to emphasize the boy as main actor, I deliberately chose the ones in dark clothes as supporting actors. Choosing whom to emphasize and whom to de-emphasize is part of the fun in creating street drama. A photograph doesn't have to be real, but realistic. Only realistic pictures can be convincing. And only convincing pictures can deliver story-evoking imaginations. That's why I try hard to maintain realism even if street drama is a photo montage. Now the last chapter, drama. If you simply list every single event in the order of time with evenly spaced manner, it is not a drama, but a record. It's like watching a CCTV recorded movie. It's gonna be very boring. Drama is a composition of only the remembered events. Therefore, regardless of the time order, you can bring the later event to the front and put the earlier event in the end. Drama is not a record, but a recreation of the record. And you know what? It's not only the artists or writers who produce drama. We all produce drama every day when we are having conversations. When we talk about something, we already dramatize what we talk about. No one talks about every single event of the day. If someone asks you, how was your day? You're not gonna say, I woke up at 6 o'clock, had a breakfast, went to work, had a lunch, got back to work, had a dinner, had drinks with friends, and came back home. You're not gonna say it like that. But you will pick only a few remembered events to represent the whole day. Those events may be happy, sad, exciting, crazy, but what matters is that those events are remembered ones. Therefore, drama is life. More exactly speaking, drama is only the parts of life that we remember. Therefore, drama is image, because if we ever remember something that doesn't even exist anymore, something as old as time, we must be remembering its image. Thank you.